Folks, what a day. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 18th of October, 2023. A interesting streaming day, to say the least, when it comes to the games that I played and the things that happened in them. So hold on to your butts. You are got to prepare yourself for some crazy stuff, because some stuff happened today that I was not planning on happening. And let's talk about that. First of all, today's podcast was a chill one. Once again, it was like the fifth straight day with no real gaming news going on. Way more relaxed stream in that regard. A lot of chill talking. I gave you my initial thoughts about Sonic Superstars and how in the first 3 hours we beat more than half the game, and how I wasn't really feeling too strongly about it being much better because it sounded like we were going to beat it today. And a full retail game that charges $60 for only 6 hours of gameplay is not a good game in my opinion, especially in the modern day. So I had a lot to say about that. Plus we talked about various other topics. My first stream was the conclusion of Sonic Superstars. We had Worlds 8, 9, 10, and 11 to get through. And yes, I absolutely did get through it in 3 hours. In fact, it was just enough time. And you might say, well, wait a minute. Why did you beat 7 worlds the first day, but only 4 worlds the second day? Well, I can tell you this. It wasn't the worlds. There was 2 incredibly annoying boss fights that were multi-phased boss fights, where if you die anywhere near it, anywhere in it, I should say, there's no checkpoints. So you have to do them completely from the start. And it's time consuming. The final boss of this game has like many phases. And at any point, if you mess up, there's cheap instant deaths that can happen. You could run out of rings. There's a couple times I lost my rings. It just wouldn't let me pick them up, despite the fact I ran over them. It didn't pick them up, so that was it. And there's even times when the boss changes its patterns, and you don't know what's coming, so you're going to take a hit or you're going to die. And then you got to start from the start again. It took me almost 40 minutes to beat the final boss of this game. Why? That was longer than literally any stage or world in the game. Why was the final boss so annoying? So, overall, my experience with Sonic Superstars was that I'd say half the game was boring and not very inspired, or chaotic and uninteresting. When you have so many paths to take in a stage, and everything's bouncing all over the place, and you can't really tell what's going on, it's not that interesting. Okay, I'm just being honest. There were some stages that were very reminiscent of older stuff, like the Pinball Zone is similar to Casino Night Zone. That was a good one. There was a desert stage where you kind of ride a giant snake. That was pretty neat. And there were some stages that had some really cool music. And today there was a very unique stage that had all pixel style. I forget it was called. It wasn't Digital Zone. It started with a G, maybe. I can't remember exactly what it was called. But it was really neat, okay? Like, I really liked that visually and some gameplay elements. You're turning into various different 8-bit characters and stuff. It was really neat. It was well done. But, sadly, only half of the game did I really enjoy. Honestly, it was like 3 hours of enjoyment, 3 hours of annoyance or boredom out of a $60 release. Now, just so you know, if you beat the game, you unlock a 5th playable character. And that character can either be replayed in the main story, or that character has their own mini story that you have to complete. Apparently, if you play through their own mini story, then you unlock a different final boss and the true ending of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, after playing this game for 6 hours, I have absolutely no desire to go back to it and do that. It's just not worth the time. I'm being honest. It's just not that good of a game. Sonic Superstars has inferior gameplay mechanics, inferior music, inferior level design, everything inferior to Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania hit it on the head of what you would want for a retro revival of classic 2D gameplay for Sonic. And Sonic Superstars goes 10 steps back towards what Sonic 4 was a decade ago, a game that no one liked. So it's like, let's move forward to what everyone asks for. Wow, this is critically acclaimed and does really well. Let's now go back 10 steps to what we did before that no one liked, and let's charge everyone more money for it. Wow, that really makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? No, it's a very bad outing. I will give you more detail on everything I just talked about on the podcast on Friday. But in general, I did not like this game. And only 6 hours in, and we've done pretty much all the content. That's a pretty big ripoff for a full-fledged game. I can't recommend it. I'll give you my full take on Friday, okay? But wait, there's more. That's not where it ends, because tonight I was playing Starfield on the late stream, and we continued on with the major plot. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight it happened. Tonight, I was exposed to the major plot twist of the game. It happened. I now understand the full plot of Starfield. I know everything going on in this game. And although admittedly at first I was annoyed, by the end of the stream I wasn't as annoyed. But let me put it this way, because I don't want to spoil for those of you who are playing the game, okay? This plot twist changes everything to the point where really you have to reassess your thoughts about the game, your thoughts about being a streamer or someone making a playthrough about it, to determine what you really want to do. Honestly, for me, I have no idea what to really do moving forward. Like, I had an established plan. This is what I wanted to do. And now I'm re-guessing myself. Like, seriously, I'm rethinking it all. All right? Now, I may or may not talk more about this on the podcast on Friday. I'm debating it because I don't really want to spoil for those who haven't gotten to that part in the plot. This plot, I'm just telling you, this plot point changes everything about the game to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it, honestly, that this is what the game is. I had no clue, okay? So, when the vampire starts sucking your blood, oh no, I just spoiled it. I'm kidding. Obviously, it's not vampires. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's such a twist that when it happens, you're like, what? Really? That's what this is? And, you know, it's crazy. If you didn't see it yet, the videos should be going live tonight. Check it out. The playthrough will be updated. And now, moving forward, I really have to sit down and determine what to do moving forward with this playthrough. Don't worry. I told everyone this tonight. No matter what, I am finishing the main story of this game. No matter what I do, I will finish the main plot line of Starfield, okay? However, the other rest of the playthrough we have to think about. So we'll talk about that soon, okay? Anyway, what a day. You know, me finishing Sonic Superstars and being very disappointed. Me having this giant plot twist in Starfield and having my mind blown and now not knowing how to approach the rest of the playthrough is like, wow, right? Now, some other things happened tonight. I filmed my review of Halloween Ends, and that will go live over on DSP Reacts tonight. If it's not already live, it should be live shortly. So if you've watched my whole trilogy of reviews of that franchise, I hope you will give this one a look. It ends the trilogy, and now I can move on to other horror movies. I'm not committed to keep watching this franchise, which is good. And I am currently right now installing Friday's new games. I've already gotten Spider-Man 2, and it's downloading. And then I'm going to jump over, and I'm going to install Super Mario Wonder. I'm not here tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off from streaming. I hope that you all have a safe and fun evening. Really, I do. And I hope that you all have a safe and fun day tomorrow. I'll be busy doing errands and spending time with my family. When I come back on Friday, I'm sure we'll have a lot of news to talk about on the podcast. And then we hit the ground running with Marvel Spider-Man 2 on the first stream and with Super Mario Wonder on the late stream. All right? Great new release day coming up on Friday. I cannot wait. People are saying these games are stellar. I hope it's true. Because, man, I could use a couple of really good games right now. You know what I mean? So, let's see what happens starting this Friday, all right? I wish you all the best. I hope you have a fun day tomorrow. Please be safe, and I'll see you Friday for a double new release day. Have a good night, everyone. Peace out, and see you later.